Alright, what is going on, legends? My name is Darzian. In today's video, we're gonna do something I don't really do. We're gonna be watching the Lyndsey Clancy's case. You know, the woman that killed her 3 kids. That bitch. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect women, but like, that's a bitch right there. Killing your own 3 kids. Or 2 kids and 1 in critical condition. I don't know. I want to get a look inside to it. I want to see the trial, and I want to take you guys with me. You know. So I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If you're one of the women who stand with Lyndsey, I can't even say her name. Lyndsey, after she killed her fucking kids, I don't want you watching this video. I don't want women like that watching my video. If you're gonna stand and you're a little educated in watching the videos, and I hope you enjoy this, guys. Have a good day.
Woke up with the floorboards cold, palm full of plans, mind full of cold. Renting on my neck, but I still move bold. Count my wins in the takeout fold.
Alright, guys. So I just want you to know that I got my boy Zevin here with me. I don't have him like on the video or nothing like that, cause I want you guys to see the whole picture, I guess. You know, see the whole screen, and having 2 people on, like, me on this side and Zevin on that side, you know, it's gonna take up most of the screen. So I'm just gonna have him in VC with me on Discord. Zevin, if you want, you can say hi.
Hi.
Anyways, let's get into it. Are we just gonna stand here looking at a photo? I think we might be. Okay, let's skip ahead. There we go. Still looking at a photo.
Pennsylvania, right?
All right, there we go.
Process, which will be the closing arguments and the legal instructions. All right. So that comes after the Commonwealth's rebuttal witnesses. So that's kind of where we are at this point. And so as we go through today, I'll kind of keep you up to date in regards to the schedule for going forward. All right. So that's where we are. So at this point, we'll get Dr. Mack on the screen, and then it'll be Mr. Reddington continuing cross-examination. Yeah, please.
Dr. Mack, would you please raise your right hand?
Does she have no
You
remorse?
solemnly swear that the testimony and the evidence you shall give to the court and the jury in the matter now pending between the Commonwealth and the defendant at the bar shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Attorney Reddington.
Thank you. Sir, how many times have you testified in courts on the issue of criminal responsibility?
I would estimate 1 or 2.
So if you estimate 1 or 2 times, would this be your 3rd time?
By that estimation, yes.
Okay, so it's not by my estimation, though, it's by your estimation, and you would know better than me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the 3rd time in your career that you've testified on a criminal trial on the issue of lack of criminal responsibility. Is that correct?
I know there are other times that I've created opinions.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm not sure how many.
I'm just asking about criminal responsibility. That's it.
I'm talking about criminal responsibility. And I know there are other times I've created opinions, but I'm not sure that I've testified about them in the courtroom.
So my question was simply, how many times have you testified in court on criminal cases regarding the issue of lack of criminal responsibility, and this would be your 3rd time, right?
That is my recollection.
Okay. And you have testified in court on behalf of various governmental agencies on other matters in addition to criminal responsibility, correct?
Yes.
And you are operating under the umbrella, if you will, of the Park Dietz conglomerate of a lot of expert witnesses that, as I understand, would parcel out cases to different people. Is that right?
There are times that I do cases through Park Dietz and Associates. I can't speak to how many experts they have and exactly how they, as you put it, parcel things out. But over the span of my career, there have been times that I've done it when cases have been presented through Park Dietz and Associates, and times that I've done it through other entities. As I discussed the other day, I had a role for the state of Maryland, and at times, and in this case, there was a criminal responsibility trial that I was a part of when I had a role for the state of Maryland. So going throughout my career, it's been multiple different entities.
You've also testified, since we're talking about it, in the state of Pennsylvania, right?
What's your question?
You've also testified, since we're talking about it, in the state of Pennsylvania, right?
I believe I have.
Was that at Park Dietz, or was that you individually, or one of your other entities?
You'd have to specify which case.
Commonwealth versus Torres, 342 MAL 2021, Pennsylvania.
Can you cite that case again, please?
Sure. Commonwealth versus Torres, 342 MAL 2021, Pennsylvania, where the court held that that would be Abram Mack, was apparently certified only in child and adolescent psychiatry. You lacked forensic certification to testify in the field that you were ostensibly going to testify in. Does that refresh your memory?
No.
Did you testify in? Did you testify in Commonwealth versus Torres in Pennsylvania?
I don't remember.
How about Commonwealth versus Carter in New Jersey? You remember that one?
No.
Do you recall that the court held on an appeal that you used an approach?
All right. I am so confused right now, okay? This is what I'm not getting. Why are they going after him, with all these questions and stuff like that, when they should be questioning her and get along? Like, I don't get it. It's like, if you ask me, the way she's acting and stuff right now, she seems hella guilty. Hella guilty. I mean, her kids died and she's not even shedding a fucking tear. That alone tells me she killed them. That alone tells me she should be hanged publicly. So, okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting way out of hand. I feel like they need public executions back, because that's messed up. Anyways.
Approach that fell below the standard of forensic practice?
No.
How about Feder LeBron versus the Secretary of DCF, 710 Fed 3rd, 1202 in Florida? You remember that case, I'm sure, right?
I do.
And in Feder, there was a gentleman, Mr. Feder LeBron, who was a Navy veteran, who was a single father and had a child. And he was a member or a person that was able to get benefits from what's called TANF, T-A-N-F, Temporary Aid to Needy Families. You remember that?
I do.
And the state of Florida decided that because needy families consisted of either minorities or drug users or people that would not be reliable to work in the confines of working underneath the TANF, so they wanted to have blood testing and drug testing of all the people that were temporary aid to needy families, right?
That's your conception of what was happening with that.
Well, it's my conception from reading the case, sir. Do you agree, sir, that TANF is an acronym for temporary aid to needy families?
Yes, it is.
Do you agree, sir, that this gentleman, Mr. Feder LeBron, was a plaintiff in a lawsuit against the state of Florida?
Yes.
Do you agree, sir, that it was in federal court?
Yes.
Do you agree, sir, that in federal court, the court held that, in fact, you were unqualified to give an opinion that you attempted to give, saying that it was perfectly appropriate to test by way of urine or blood people that are benefiting from the TANF program, because your testimony was that they belong to a class of people that, I guess, had to be tested, right?
I don't agree with your conceptualization.
Okay, so the court ultimately ruled that your argument, your testimony on behalf of the state of Florida, the government, and you indicated that TANF benefits, applicants for TANF were people that were involved with drug use, violence, and higher rates of suicide. Remember those words, those 3 words?
The testimony that I provided.
Do you remember testifying, sir, about the people that are the beneficiaries of the TANF program, people that need aid because of needy families, are people that should be tested by way of blood or urine, and your argument, sir, was because they are of a class that would be more likely to commit a crime or have suicide or drug use. Did you testify to that?
That is not the way that that testimony or that report was presented. No.
Okay, so your answer is no. Let's keep it that way. Your answer is no. So you recall, sir, that there was an appeal, and in fact, on the appeal, it was determined that, again, yet again, you were not qualified to offer a relevant opinion because, number one, you never studied the TANF population. Recall that?
No, that is not the correct conceptualization.
Says you. Number two, that you did not survey any data. Recall that, sir?
Specifically in Florida is the nuance on that issue.
And number three, that you had no research whatsoever on the data that you based your opinion on. Would you agree with that, sir?
No.
Do you agree, sir, that the court held that you relied on other researchers' studies and didn't make any effort whatsoever to form an opinion based on your own research? Do you agree with that?
I don't remember the specific language of the court.
All right, I might skip this. I'm gonna ask Devin real quick. Devin, do you want to skip ahead a little bit where they talk about Clancy? Because I'm confused why they're targeting this guy. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit because like, dude is clearly just asking him questions that are relevant to the case, and it's not relevant. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we're gonna skip ahead, like maybe like where he gets his turn over with. Still talking. Still talking.
A few moments later.
I see right here.
Now, did she also, was there any evidence, sir, of thoughts of harming her children?
There were periods when she had impulses or intrusive thoughts about harming her children.
And when you say intrusive, if I come to you and if a person comes to you and postpartum psychosis is on your radar and says that they're having intrusive thoughts about harming their children, would you not ask them what that means? In other words, is it a voice in their head?
Hold on. Real quick. Zevran, do you see the smirk on her face? It's not even a smirk, it's a little grin, it seems like. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Like, if you look really closely, like, she's like, hold on. So, here's, like, how, she's like, yeah, I just can't. I don't know, I think she's thinking she might get away with this one. I don't know. I don't know, what a complete fucking bitch, bro. Anyways.
Is it their thought process? What is it? Do you ask that question?
Of course.
Did anybody ask that question when she was complaining about having intrusive thoughts about suicide, for example? Did anybody ask her what that meant? Voices in the head or thoughts?
I believe that the clinicians at McLean, at Mass General, Dr. Gelada, Dr. Tufts all asked about or all made inquiries to understand the nature of her suicidal ideation.
Do you believe that based on your review of the medical records and based on your review of the numerous cocktail of drugs that were prescribed to her that she received good medical care from Gelada and Tufts?
No, ruled.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Did she complain that she was not herself and her family could see the change?
Yes.
Okay. Did she also complain of thoughts of suicide?
Yes.
Did she also have poor insight?
I'm not sure that she had poor insight.
Well, if you are looking at postpartum psychosis and the symptoms are 1 through 10, if a person is complaining to you as a doctor, and when I say complain, I don't mean complaining, I mean that's medical language, that they're complaining or giving you a symptom, of 1 through 9, that is a very, very strong indicia that the person is suffering from postpartum psychosis, is it not?
1 through 9. I'm not sure I can answer that question.
Okay. How about blood tests? You think they're important when you're dealing with...
Oh. There you go. I didn't know my thing was paused. My bad. Anyways. Yeah. That dude... The point is, if they're eyewitnesses, I feel like, and I was told she admitted to killing her kids, and this man's trying to defend her, saying it's postpartum psychosis, which I heard. I'm just going based on what people said, you know, but I heard that postpartum psychosis is like early stages of postpartum depression or whatever. But I never, the baby was 8 months, that's way past postpartum, if you ask me. I don't know. I'm not a mother or anything like that. I'm not a dad. I wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know. This case is just really upsetting me, you know? We're probably gonna have to I'm gonna ask Zevin what he thinks. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Zevin, what do you think, bro? What do you think, bro?
Say that again?
What do you think about the case?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just skimming through it right now, but like, the fact that like, he started talking and all this fucking gibberish, you know, like complete nonsense. First he was talking about cases, you know, that this man has dealt with, and now he's talking about, you know, her possibly has postpartum psychosis, which I'm sorry, that's like saying, okay, so I'm autistic, you know that, right, Zevin? I'm autistic, you know, I'm bipolar, I got a bunch of shit wrong with me, I have a whole list, you know? You can talk, man, you can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like being saying like, say if I killed somebody and I was guilty of it, you know, because I did kill somebody. Well, I didn't kill it. I'm not saying I killed anybody. Okay, I'm not, you know, but I'm just saying, if I kill somebody, you know, should I go to jail for it, even if I have mental problems? You know, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Damn it, I have it now, lost it.
Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna pause it right here because I don't want the video to be too long. But, yeah. This guy right here, I don't think he knows what he's saying. Complete fucking moron defending somebody who isn't even crying that the kids fucking died. You know? That alone Huh? What's up, bro?
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Me personally, if you kill somebody, if it's your hand, or if there's a first-degree murderer, first degree, if you kill somebody, you should go to jail, especially if you kill a 3 child.
Yeah. That's why I agree with that. You know, if you kill somebody, you should automatically go to jail. If there's proof and everything, and there's clearly, she's gonna admit to it. I'll probably get to that point, you know, in a different video. We're gonna keep watching this, guys. You know, I'm gonna make other videos too. But the fact that this guy just pulling shit out of his ass is fucking wild. I don't like this guy. Piece of shit, you know, just like his client. Well, only difference is his client, you know, he didn't kill anybody. His client did, and client deserves the death penalty if you ask me. Killing 3 fucking children. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, guys, peace.